the biggest struggle and the biggest fear is just how do you take this thing that doesn't even exist and let the whole world know about it. Main struggles were being scared and stressed out of my mind that what do you do if nobody shows up? What do you do if you start this thing and nobody knocks on your door and wants business? I've had some people by my side that have manipulated and taken advantage of me, and so they've lied to my face and then went in to compete against me and stuff like that. And so that these past 2 years, that's when that happened. That was really, really tough for me to get over, because when you get burned like that and you have somebody come aboard and tell you, that they'll do anything for you and yada, 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 and then they just turn around and slap you in the face and, use everything that you shared with them and use it against you, that really stings. You actually have a couple of people that are loyal and they share the vision and they're on your side and they support you and they get it and they're open-minded and those types of things. Their ability to foster what I want to share with them and implement it on a daily basis inherently motivates me to be a better leader for them. Let that struggle, let that challenge be the thing that builds you. They say don't let your past make you better, not bitter. So in other words, don't sit around for the next several days crying a river or being mad or whatever. Conquer it, beat it, achieve it, and move on, and let that be something that makes you stronger and turns you into more of a warrior, not more of a wussy. It's pretty easy for me to get out of bed in the morning for the most part, because I know what drives me and I know the reason behind it, which would be my family. So a lot of people just want to, they go into business to do business, and they go into business to make money and to become millionaires or whatever, and that's wonderful. I used to, with my previous career, I used to make a really nice substantial income, and I hope that we get back to that place, because I want to have a nice car, and I have a nice car, but you know what I'm saying, like I want more in life, from a material standpoint, but that's just, in the whole scale of things, that's 1% of everything. The other 99% of it is, when I die, I just want this to live on. You know what I mean? Like, even if Insane Paint Auto Detailing shuts down when I die and my kids don't carry it on and they don't continue the business or whatever, I just want my wife and my sons to have something that they can be proud of, and when they speak of their dad, it just lives on. So I want to leave a legacy. So that's probably the most important thing. So when you actually have a couple of people that are loyal and they share the vision and they're on your side and they support you and they get it and they're open-minded and those types of things, their ability to foster what I want to share with them and implement it on a daily basis inherently motivates me to be a better leader for them. See, for me, I didn't have an inheritance. I didn't have mommy and daddy. I didn't have a trust fund. I didn't have any of that crap. So when you don't have the connections and you don't have the money, your only option is to outwork everybody. So I guess it was just kind of DNA/heritage in the Tubbs family that that anything and everything automotive was just kind of this lifestyle, and so I kind of got that from them. But that was always the mechanical side of it and things like that from them, and I guess I fell more in love with the aesthetic side of it. So it had always been something that I'd done on the side for a long time, and love detailing with my own cars and doing it for friends and things like that. And I'd been working my previous job I was with for nearly 16 years, and a huge income and benefits and 401k and all that, but some things changed within the company and I wasn't happy anymore, and I was really searching to find something to make my soul happy. So I decided to resign and became self-employed, started my own small business in same paint auto detailing. It's really easy to walk in every day and kind of forget, what you've built with these guys, with John and Joe and Jamie. It's really easy to forget, what you've been through and how far you've come, and the people that have helped you get to where you're at. So, and to walk into the shop every day and remember that this is ours. It's not. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to think that. This isn't somebody else's, man. This is ours. This is our legacy. This is who we are and what we do. And to think that before we came along, it didn't even exist in any way, shape, or form. And so to go from zero, absolutely nothing, to where it's at now is just mind-boggling. And that doesn't hit you every day, but on the days that it hits you, it hits you. It's like a smack to the face of everything that you've accomplished. So it's a pretty neat feeling. Definitely the people. The cars kind of get ingrained into your head from a methodical, kind of, this is what we did on this car, this is what we did on this car. Oh, I remember that project because we did this, and that's wonderful. That's obviously the reason we're in business. Or let me rephrase that. That's the media of which we're in business, is the automobiles, but the reason we're in business is because of the people. So I'll most definitely remember the people and the family and the friends and the brotherhood, and yeah, that aspect of it. I would probably say, to anybody thinking about, if they want to go into business for themselves, or if they, want to work for somebody else, or whatever it is, the people that will make it as an entrepreneur, and when I say entrepreneur, I mean somebody that is willing to sacrifice almost anything they have to sacrifice in order to be successful. I'm talking about somebody who is willing to grind, hustle, sacrifice, and relentlessly put themselves out on a cliff when everybody else is telling them not to. We're all going to die. Every single one of us. So the goal is to create something that doesn't. In my opinion, that's what it is. I don't just want to be successful in business. I want to be able to leave a legacy for my family, for my friends, so people can say, man, that dude, and not just me, but John and Joe and everybody else, be like, those guys, man, they were the best. And I don't mean the best at paint correction or the best at detailing. I just mean like that's what they think of when they think of us. And not just us. So this is more advice for anybody. I'll be honest, man, it's not about your goddamn college degree. It's not about, these are things that help. It's not about the books that you read. It's not about, what your teacher told you that you take step A, step B, step C, and then you get D. Those are all things and they all help, but you have to execute. You have to be willing to sacrifice, and you have to, when everybody else is tired, you have to be willing to stay up and do the work. When everybody else is complaining about how early it is and they want to sleep another 2 hours, you got to be the guy that gets up and beats them. I know so many talented people that don't get to where they're going because they're not putting in the work. Talent will only get you so far if you don't have hustle. So that would be my advice. Yeah, so just I guess a little bit bigger, more all-encompassing facility that can kind of, work with all of those areas, and just more movement. I don't think we'll ever be done. I know we won't, but I think within the next 5 years, if we're there, that would be great.